of all the topics that people in the 1960s dwelt on, the generation gap was one of the greatest. The sense that parents and children could no longer talk to each other, that they were fundamentally at odds. Yet, one of the things that's most interesting as we look back is to see that most opinion surveys show that there weren't many splits between parents and children. Take drug usage. During the 1960s, only about 10% of young people had used drugs. The real increase in drug usage occurred during the 1970s, a supposedly more conservative period, than in the 1960s. Or take attitudes among the young. What scholars found who studied the 1960s is a sharp split in the society, but it was a split among young people. That is, you had young people from more traditional working class backgrounds who showed strong patriotism, strong commitment to traditional values, and then you had another group, typically college educated, who had values more in line with those of the counterculture. So it may be that the fundamental split in American society during the 1960s was not so much between parents and children as people thought, but rather among young people themselves. No issue divided American college students or adolescents more than the Vietnam War. You had a very fundamental split between those Americans who were from essentially working class backgrounds, who were not going to college, who tended to have more traditional values with strong emphasis on patriotism. These were, of course, many of the young people who would fight the Vietnam War. And then you had another group, largely college educated, tended to be more affluent in their backgrounds, who were very hostile to the Vietnam War. So you have a fundamental split in attitudes towards the Vietnam War among the young.